Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for the Giz Wiz is brought to you by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com.
It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1499, recorded Friday, the 5th of December, 2014, for air on Christmas Day, the 25th of December, 2014. The best and worst of 2014.
And now, get ready for Dick.
I hope you're ready for the best of 2014 Giz Wiz in this holiday episode. I'll explain that later. Run the intro music.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMGchad on Twit TV. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Hello and welcome to the Giz Wiz. That's right, it's the best of with your host, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing fine, sir. And you? Wait a minute. Have we voted? Which of us is the best and which of us is the worst?
I could make a really bad joke right now.
No, that's okay.
There was a host at the beginning of the year, and he's not here anymore. 2015.
Okay, so I guess the best two are left.
The best two are still here. Jeff got me dressed up before the show. I just have to point this out. It's too much for me. I'm very festive right now.
Okay.
Let me explain some of the pieces that I have on. First, I have a singing hat on. It only has one song, and it really kind of moves your head around. It has a lot of momentum.
Wow.
With that bell. It really is moving and rocking. It's a thing. Okay, so I can turn that off, luckily. So I'll keep that on for the rest of the show. But first, I have a scarf. It's very warm. It's a very warm scarf. Alex Gumpel here at the Twit Brick House gave this to me last year. It's a creeper scarf from the game Minecraft. So we'll set that down. And then finally, this big old fleece thing is actually, sorry, and I hit the mic, is actually a slanket with Google branding on it. I know I still have not.
What did you call it?
A slanket. So a slanket is a blanket that also has sleeves on it, so that you never have to leave the warmth of. Sorry, I'm really trying to avoid the mic. You never have to leave the warmth of your blanket to do simple tasks like reading a book, which used to be impossible in other blankets. I know.
Oh, okay. So reading a book, hosting a show.
Right.
It's perfect.
Going, caroling, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's good.
Stuff in public places, most likely. But this one is, gosh, these hit the market years ago. I remember seeing commercials, but this one has a big old Google logo on it. No, I have not gone to the Google campus to do the tour yet.
Okay.
To go to the Google store, but that is the Google sling. It is warm. It is really warm, in fact. So I'm going to take that bad boy off there. So, hey, Dickie D, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
It seems like just yesterday we were here talking to each other.
But we're pretending that we came in on Christmas Day because we love our listeners and viewers just that much.
Right. I said family schmamily. Let's go to the studio and record a holiday Giz Wiz. This is going to be a fun show. We're doing a best of 2014. So each of us
and the worst of.
And the worst of. Best of and worst of, because this is a Giz Wiz. It's not just all laughs. Sometimes you get a few frowns in the gadgets that we get.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how we have it planned out is me and you both have a best that we'll cover and then a worst. And we have 3 best ofs and 2 worst ofs for each category. So that's how we're gonna run it. I guess let's just go ahead and start it off with your one of the best gadgets we had.
One of the best gadgets, and I'm going to introduce it with a video that will explain a lot, because you sort of have to see the gadget too.
Yeah.
It's running. That's my Yamaha 225 horsepower V6 engine, and we came down to the marina and the battery was dead. So there was no way to crank that guy over. So I had to go up to the office, get a spare battery, some big jumper cables, hooked it up to my battery, jump started it, and as you hear it, it's running. So now I got to lug this battery back up and disconnect the jumper cables. Just give me a second here. And red and black, disconnected. And disconnect that and lug this up to the office.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right, so actually, this did jumpstart that V6 engine. Wow. I talked about this on the Giz Wiz some months ago, but it had just come out, and they did not have a working model that I could actually field test. But now they do. So this is it. So it is the Cobra jump pack. It's 7,500 milliamps, USB. So charge anything, you know, your iPad, your tablet, your smartphone. There's also a little built-in flashlight here, LED flashlight. But for boats and cars, just like regular jumper cables, positive, red, obviously.
And the cables come with
negative.
it.
Wow. You connect those first. Then these guys, they're keyed in, so they plug into the jump start. Then you push this little button. Probably can't see in the daylight, but all 4 LEDs lit. And this is after we jump started the engine. So there's plenty of power to jump start the engine several more times. Jump start it, then you disconnect this. This is the instructions, and then disconnect it from the battery. Once you charge it, it'll stay charged 80 to 90% at the end of a year.
Wow.
So this is a great gadget to carry with you in your car or your boat. It is called the Cobra. You see, the Cobra jump pack. That's the packaging. It comes with a 12-volt cigarette lighter charger, comes with an AC charger, and suggested retail is $129.99. 400 milliamps peak cranking power, 200 amps, full amps, not milliamps, cranking power. And there it is, 7,500 milliamp battery capacity. That's it. This thing really works. A friend of mine jump-started, Andrea Smith jump-started their boat engine 3 different times without recharging it. And I think they're out at a mooring, so they can't, their boat isn't constantly charged. Normally my battery stays up because I'm connected to AC power, but if the dock goes down for a day or 2, the batteries can run down. That's it. Dick DeBartolo, Mads Strider, and the Giz Wiz with another one-take theater here on Twit. Battery charge anybody? Battery charge anybody? Get your Ratsy battery charge.
That, you know, it's funny. I've used there's other battery chargers that are humongous.
You know what? I finally gave mine away. They have a lead acid battery in them. They weigh like 25 pounds.
Yeah, and this is what you were talking about in the beginning. You lug that thing.
Yes.
And you take it back.
Yes, and if you don't keep that charged every other month, it's dead.
Yeah.
Or you have to carry around another battery. So now it's dropped in price. You know what? I saw it.
Let's go back. How much is it now?
You know what? Right before the show on Amazon, it was $100.95.
Yeah. So right now, let's. In that recording, did you catch how much that was? I missed that.
It was 129, or I think it was 129 back in the summer when it first came out. And then, as I said, we're recording this December 5th, and I saw it on Amazon for $100.95. and Amazon Prime.
That's what it is
right?
now. Yeah. So it's dropped $30 in price.
It's dropped $30. And an interesting thing is, I went down to I keep it on my boat now. I went down to the boat, and it's been sitting on the boat for, let me click it again, sitting on the boat for 3 months now. And it is still, it's very funny. You can only see one light lit, but all 4 of them are lit.
Wow.
So it's still, there it is. You can see now. All 4 lights are lit. It's still fully charged. And the lead acid guy that I had weighed like 25 pounds. And if you didn't charge it every other month, when you went to use it, it was just dead. So this is a great way to go. And you know, it's actually small enough. You can throw it in your backpack. Or what would be neat is you could just leave the cables on your boat, or in your car, rather, in your trunk, and then carry this around to charge everything you need charged, and then bring this down to your car or your boat, and you'll have the cables to jumpstart. So it's pretty neat. One of my favorite gadgets of the year.
Yeah, and I remember saying this in the episode, and I'll say it again, is that $100 for peace of mind, instead of like needing to get someone to help, like if you were just in, you know, in a random parking area, is kind of nice.
How about you out on the water?
Or if you're on the water, absolutely. I mean, that could be half a day of work trying to get a jump start if you're out on the water.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
And also, if you find somebody who comes over, you need like 8 sets of jumper cables
to run
hook together, because it's not like car to car. You know, the boats are down and the batteries are down in the bilge, and anyway.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite.
Perfect. Love it. So one of my other favorite things from the corner this year. This was one of the things that was a childhood favorite that I'm so glad we got to show off again. And we have a cut down of when we reviewed it on the show. So let's go ahead and run that now.
Our inflatables theme. Yeah, that's the cut down. It's from our inflatables theme.
This was from the Inflatables month on the Giz Wiz. That's right, the Sock'em Boppers.
Wow.
Yep, that's Jeff.
Wow.
Just
this is when Chad does something wrong. This is
when I don't quite get my ad reads done correctly.
Jeff comes out. He still has them.
No, he does. He actually does. We have them back here.
The editing room that has hours of Chad being hit by Jeff.
These Sock'em Boppers, we actually sent the green ones, the blue and green ones, away to people who had won the crap. So we only have these 2 left. Jeff, do you want to come at me one more time? No, you're okay. Yeah, we still have the Sock'em Boppers. A lot of the gadgets that we'll show off, either we only have parts or not all of them, because we did send them away throughout the years.
You know what? Do you know why they sent the green ones away?
Because they were Jeff's. No?
Yes. Actually, yes, they had horseshoes in them.
Yeah, right.
Each one of them had a horseshoe in it. And Jeff said, I've got to get rid of these before anybody finds out.
Send out the evidence. Yeah, so anyway, I love these Sock'em Boppers. If we go back and look, let's see how much they cost nowadays. $7 plus free shipping for Sock'em Boppers. If you want to buy these for your kids this holiday. And don't let Jeff scare you with all the violence. But yeah, that was, gosh, we had lots of fun with that video and the gifts. Padre now enjoys them. What is he using for? A koozie in the pool? No? He just punches people with them? Okay, nice. Anyway, Sock'em Boppers, that was one of my bests this year for the Giz Wiz. Okay, now it's time. It's time for one of the worsts.
Okay, one of the worst. Let me just put them on so I can demonstrate them. These are also from Amazon. These are the 20-time magnifying glasses. So when I saw them, I thought, you know, doing repairs and stuff, you're soldering or tightening tiny little watch band screws. These will be ideal until I get them and find out that there's no adjustment whatsoever on them. So they're 20 times all the time. So I'm going to turn sideways, and I have a list of your best and worst, okay? So I will tell you when this comes into
focus?
A focus where I can now read it.
Wow!
Okay.
Centimeters away from the lens.
So the thing says, you know, if you want to repair anything, it's absolutely impossible. All they're good for is like reading serial numbers on money. Because they are just too powerful and not adjustable.
They look more like a Hollywood prop than anything you'd actually ever use. Yes,
they do. And also what it says on Amazon is, please note, and you know, the English on some of these products, the product need to simple assemble by users. I mean, it actually comes assembled but bent out of shape because they send it in this terrible package. But now, Chad, take a look at what they're selling. It also tells you that they are not stereoptic, and you can only use one at a time. If you put them both on and try to focus, it just drives you crazy. You cannot see through them. So it looks like now that they've literally cut them in half. Brian, can you go back to that shot?
Yeah.
It looks like they're selling
just one half.
One of them. Okay. Before the pair was $5, and now they're selling one for.
Looks like $6.65.
$6.65.
And free shipping on orders over. What is that right off the edge there, Brian? Orders over $35.
What?
So to get free shipping, you need to buy like 5 of them.
Yeah. No, these are not
worth it.
No, not worth it at all.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. Okay.
But you know, if you're into counterfeiting bills, this might be what you need to take a close look at those plates and make sure that the money looks real. But that's about it. All I can say.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so time out.
Time out.
Time out. We're going to pause.
Jeff is saying pause.
The next gadget, we're going to show the full
video. Right.
So it'll be YouTube talking before, so just wait till the end to comment. Because
Okay.
it's not like Dick's segments where there's...
Perfect. Yeah.
So it's 9 minutes.
I thought we were pausing for an ad.
No.
Okay, I was like,
also-
okay, pause for an ad.
No.
Ad would go here. Okay.
So, yeah. So you're worse.
Perfect. In 3, 2. Okay, Dick, it is time now for one of my worst. And this one jumped to mind immediately when we started talking about some of the worst products we had. I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just go ahead and roll the video of me taking a look at this product on the Giz Wiz. This is this probably solidifies Chad's crappy corner like no other.
Okay.
These are, in short, light up ice cubes. The idea is that you want to fancy up your drink, so you just buy these ice cubes, you toss them in, and they light up. This is what they look like.
You don't freeze them or anything?
They have been frozen in time in plastic.
I see. Okay.
How they work is pretty simple. Inside of this cube is a tricolor LED, and then around that is a little bit of gelatin and then plastic on the outside. On the back, there are 2 little connectors, and I can even connect them with my finger, and you can sort of see that they're going to light up and sparkle here. If we turn
Where's
off
that lighting guy? Where's that lighting guy?
Yeah, we may want to turn off the studio lights. And lighting guy in 3, 2, there we go. So you can see that it lights up. And this is just with my finger. I actually haven't poured water over this because I was a little bit afraid that they might break. So you don't have to freeze them.
Okay.
In fact,
so you actually you would probably put in real ice and then one of these, right?
to be honest, you probably wouldn't put this into a drink that you want to drink out of.
Oh.
I was under the same expectation that this would be something you'd put into a guest's drink. There are no instructions in this packaging whether or not it is you can wash them. You can hand wash them. I hope, like just looking at some of the build quality of some of these, the back of this is really foggy. Inside, it's questionable whether these are human food safe. And nowhere does it say that this could be put into a drink at all. So let's throw a few of these. I'm a little bit disappointed. So I have two different glasses to kind of show off what they might look like. We kind of have like a beer glass. And then I have some water here, so we'll go ahead and pour this in.
Okay. You know, is that like a paper label on the... Oh, that looks great.
Isn't that cool looking?
Oh, and each one is multicolor, right?
Right. So each one is triluminescent LEDs in there.
Nice.
You can easily see that there's a few that work better than others. So like these two are doing great. This one over here, these two are not. Over here, it looks like all of them are working. You do kind of want to point them upwards. There's a back that is non-see-through. That's where the circuits are. But this one, as long as you put them sort of upward facing, they'll be fine. They do float. So they float at the top of your glass here. So there we go. That's perfect. Perfect shot.
Oh, that's good.
They do float. There's a little bit of air in there. But I would say, like here, actually, do you mind? Well, there's one that doesn't float, and it has water all up in it. See, that's what I'm worried about was that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Right?
I guess. Well, you would serve it to guests, just not yourself.
Your favorite guests, just not important guests.
That's right.
Yeah, it seems like something you'd put onto a desk or a table out inside of the party, and they'll light up for a long time. But I mean, that looks really neat. I mean,
yeah, it does.
You know, put that on a coffee table in the middle of a party, and that's kind of a neat little thing. So let's talk about build quality again. Let's go back to that.
Oh, okay.
Because the best part of this has got to be the packaging that it came in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love packaging that's been loosely translated to English.
You are so spot on. So spot on. So let's look at the front of this. Yeah. Polychrome flash ice. Then there's three lines of text underneath that, right? Polychrome flash ice. Aren't you excited? It says, let me read it to you. Glowing ice cube, amazing sparkling. You might think this is a haiku, but it's not. Light in it, tricolor, LEDs lighting in. There's definitely lighting in it. Tricolor lights, LED lighting in. Turn 8 mode available waterproof. Turn 8 mode available waterproof.
Oh, okay.
My favorite
and
part
make relax time.
is make relax time at the bottom.
Wow.
Make relax time. LED ice cubes. Make relax time.
Wow. And what's on the back of the package?
Same thing. Same thing. Just with a sticker. It's the exact same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make relax times on the opposite side, but it says the exact same thing.
So what do these cost?
So they are luckily a little bit inexpensive, only $7.69, and you get 12 of them. We had one that came out of the package right away that was a dud, and so I gave it to Burke, and so this is only 11 of the flashy ice cubes. And it looks like
is your guess when the batteries die, you throw them out?
I guess there's no way to open it up. There's no. These are. I don't even think these are recyclable. On the back, you were mentioning the little sticker. There's paper underneath the plastic that says "Flash ice cube, put into water, flash automatically." Put into water, and then CE. I don't know what the CE stands for.
You know what?
Consumer
I'm not
electronics.
Sure. I always thought it was consumer electronics, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, in this one is blinking, but
I think it stands for crap enclosed.
Crap enclosed. Come on, electricity. I'm not sure.
You know, actually, you wouldn't want them to open to replace batteries or anything, because that would make them even more dangerous to drink.
I almost wish that there's a plastic shell. Yeah, these two are basically dead. There's a plastic shell that you could wash, and then, because even if I just don't see how you could throw these into a dishwasher to make sure they were clean before you gave them to the guests. But yeah. I also have no idea of battery life, because I didn't want to kill any of them before.
No, right.
Before we started the show. But
so they're basically they're like almost like 50 cents each, though, right?
Yeah, about 50 cents each. There's one at the bottom here that I'm.
Oh, it died.
It died.
She's dead, Jim. She's dead.
Yeah, so yeah, I do about 50 cents each. I'd say that's fine. I mean, I could imagine putting 3 ice cubes into a glass and setting 4 glasses around, assuming that each of the ice cubes work, which so far on our
it'd be a fun party thing, and they're certainly cheap enough.
Right. I do believe it looks like there is not. It says free shipping, but I don't think it's Amazon Prime available. Yeah, and Oznet is mentioning you can hand wash them. That's a good point. You can hand wash them before you do.
Oh, okay.
QA on Amazon says that it's okay for drinks after you wash them in warm soapy water by hand. Right, so you could do that. That makes a lot of sense. I was just worried about one springing a leak, which is why I assume this one is here at the bottom. And then battery acid getting into your drink. That would be my only worry. Here, let's move these over and see if we can fish out that one and see if it actually has a crack in it.
Well, you never know, though. I mean, people make cocktails with all kinds of ingredients, and you never know what could end up being really good.
If there's alcohol in it, it's clean, right?
Some battery acid.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Or you could put little rubber gloves around them.
Yeah, I had another idea. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What, did they make them in clear? I guess they did.
Right. Or flavors.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is the water submersible decorative LED ice cubes or polychrome flash ice. Depending on.
So you would say they're fun for a party.
I'd say they're fun for a party. Yeah. It's definitely a great product for Chad's Crappy Corner. They're fun. They're cute. They're pretty impressive, all sitting in one glass. I don't know if I want to spend $7 on a single
You know what? Just for laughs, can you spare one and just leave it in overnight?
Oh, totally. I mean, we could leave this in. Well.
And then next week I'll say, Chad, like, how many days do you think you got out of it, or did it even run overnight, or?
Yeah, I mean, we could just perfect.
Yeah, that's it. We'll
keep that one going.
Perfect.
Yeah. So make relax time with polychrome flash ice. Whatever happened to that ice cube, I don't know. Whatever we had such good intentions.
We must have someone stole it.
Most likely, someone's.
Right. You know what? I bet the next day Jeff mailed it out to someone as their piece of crap.
Well, we don't have them anymore because we did, and I would like to apologize to the person who got the polychrome flash ice.
If they're still alive, if that person is still alive,
the batteries had already just completely died. That was for the light month that we covered, and we have a few more light month stuff coming up. So,
Great.
Next, we've got one round of bad stuff out of the way. Let's move on to the next round of awesome, good gadgets. What do you got?
Awesome, good stuff is one of my favorite Bluetooth speakers. And let's look at the video. We're going to go back to my boat. My boat turned out to be very useful this past year.
If you ever made it out to the boat.
Ahoy, mateys! Dick DeBartolo, the Giz Wiz Man's Administrator at the 79th Street Boat Basin with the Fugu, F-U-G-O-O, Bluetooth speaker. It's in the rugged sport case. First, let me just let you hear what it sounds like, or how it sounds. Pretty nifty, eh?
It's a brand new day and a brand new week. Baby Giz Wiz winning streak. 5 more gadgets, 5 more.
Now, as I turned it around, you could hear that the music was still playing. It has 6 drivers. They face in every direction. And what's neat about this guy is charge it for 3.5 hours. It plays for 40 hours. 40 hours at half volume. Now, it's not water resistant. It's waterproof, okay? The company says it can be submerged up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. So we're just gonna dip it in the Hudson River. We were gonna run and do it, but then I would be back there dipping in the Hudson. Dennis would be back there filming it, and no one would be driving. And we thought, maybe that's not the best idea. So I'm gonna put the boat in gear, which puts a lot of spray up, and then we'll dip it in. So let's just start the engine. Okay, it's going. It's a Yamaha 4-stroke, 225 horsepower. And we should have some turbulence back there now. And we're going back.
Welcome back now. I'll be here.
Yeah, that sounded great and kept running. It's under $200 without the sport case. Comes with different cases. The sport case, which is really rugged, is the Bluetooth speaker end case is under $230, $229.95. And if you search, maybe there are discounts. They're 3.5 millimeter input jack if you don't have Bluetooth. But all in all, I think this is pretty nifty. The Fugu speaker. Okay, Dick DeBartolo, Man's Maddest Rider, getting seasick here on the Hudson River. Is it BOF-proof?
Woohoo, man!
Yeah.
The Fugu speaker was really loud. I remember that speaker.
Yeah,
too.
it still works fine.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting is you buy the speaker, but then if you change the way you want to use it, you can then just buy a case and you slide the core out of the speaker you want to not speaker case you don't want to use anymore and slide it into. They have several different styles. This is one of the other styles. And I think it's still the same. It's $229 because that's the that's the waterproof one, and that should drop to $199 when you go to one of the other cases.
Right.
But and also an amazing 40 hours of play at half volume on one charge. And so that's it. The Fugu, strange name, but it really has great sound, and I like it a lot.
Perfect. Now, we had one of our themed months this year that was one of the favorite because we kept eating while it was going on. It was the kitchen month. And my favorite gadget, the one that actually surprised me
informally known as Feed the Brick House Staff for Free Month.
It's the Double the Intern Sign-Up Month here at the Brick House. Let me go back here and grab it. What's funny, if you didn't know, it was the, well, you shouldn't know because I'm doing it right now, the ice cream sandwich maker was our favorite gadget of that month. And what's funny is, we still have all of the ice cream sandwich
and that
stuff.
ice cream did not melt?
This is the same ice cream we used on the show 2-3 months ago.
And it just sat back in your corner. That is amazing.
Yeah, so
that is a tribute to the amount of chemicals that can be put in ice cream.
It might be a tribute to how crummy this ice cream looks after it was on the show and how nobody wanted to eat it here at the Brick House. We can do a demonstration. We still have.
Oh, yeah, do it, yeah. Do they have to be soft cookies?
They don't have to. On the show, we did the non-chewy, which if you have bought Chips Ahoy before, you know they're very crunchy. And we did that actually on the show. And so we just happen to have the crunchy version here. Let's scoop up some.
No, that's the chewy version, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is a chewy version. Yes, no, my brain was all over the place.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I happen to like chewy better than the crunchies.
And we'll throw that in. Wow, this is going to be a big, there was a lot of ice cream in that.
That is one.
Okay, and then you just squeeze it right out. And there you go. Here's a heart-shaped ice cream sandwich with a ton of ice cream. I really packed that thing full.
Yeah. I can't remember. Was there only one shape, Chad?
No, they gave us, this is a circle shape, and they also gave us a star shape as well.
This is great for kids' parties.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We were really impressed with not only that it could really cut through even kind of the toughest cookie, but it was easy to operate, pretty intuitive. You just pop it right out. And it's really good ice cream sandwiches that we ate on the show. Woo! There's a lot more ice cream, so it's really hard.
Wow, it's under $12. And free shipping. That is pretty neat.
Yep, I completely agree. So that was the Queasy Pro.
Queasy Pro?
Queasy Pro. It looks like Queasy Pro, right? Am I wrong?
Quizzy Pro.
Quizzy Pro.
Quizzy.
Here,
Quizzy like cuisine?
I think it's the Cuisine Pro, but it looks like, here, cut over to this. Yeah.
Okay.
Pro. Queasy Pro?
Oh, very good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was $12 online still, and still a great gadget, and we really, really, really enjoyed it, and have kept it. Basically, any of the gadgets that we have still around, that we really liked. If we saved it.
That's right. Otherwise, someone would have gotten in as a piece of crap for their Giz Wiz videos.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I'm just going to be eating ice cream from my ice cream sandwiches for the rest of the show.
Wow.
Yum, 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 yum. So, let's move on back to some of the worst gadgets this year, and we'll start off with you.
Okay, it's sort of like you hate to put down somebody's new product, but I know from going to like the Consumer Electronics Show for like 25 years now. I mean, I've been doing it so long that the consumer electronics industry just sends me an email and said, "Are you still alive? Are you coming?" Basically, that's what it is. So I saw this at either CES Unveiled or maybe PepCon, and every year someone comes out with a new crazy keyboard. A couple years ago at CES, they had the Giz keyboard, and the object here was that guys don't touch type, and so it was an A, B, C, D, E, F, G keyboard.
I thought it was like, it looked like actually, just pottery under the guise of a keyboard.
Oh, very good. Yeah, no, not like that.
No, not that clever.
This is a totally different kind of keyboard, and you can judge for yourself as this man, who I think invented it or is a partner in the business, thinks this is going to be a good idea. So here it is.
Hey, CE Week, I walk into the exhibition hall. The first thing I see is the next evolution in typing. We're going to find out exactly what that is because I see something very weird here, and I want to know what this is. So, Mark, what am I looking at?
This is True Grip. It's a handheld keyboard and air mouse for today's smart TVs, mobile technology, desktop computers. It allows you to be mobile and productive at the same time. What we've done is we've taken the keys on a flat keyboard, we've split and rotated them, so now you can hold the device and type at the same time.
And am I doing this all by feel?
Yeah, you can. If you're a touch typist, the keys are in the same location as a flat keyboard relative to the tip of your finger, so you can learn to do this fairly quickly. If you're not, you can use the visual cues on the front side, which allow you to locate those keys on the back side using hand-eye coordination.
When I notice each key lights up when you hit it?
It does. It gives you that visual feedback that lets you know that you pressed the key that you intended.
Now, the center is for an iPad or your smartphone?
It does. It allows you to take and dock a phone or a tablet in the middle. Now you just would pair it using Bluetooth, and then you could type on your smartphone as fast as you can on your desktop computer.
Now, also, I heard you say a desktop computer. You would sit in a chair, and then your Bluetooth computer. Is that Bluetooth enabled up there?
This is. So we've got it connected to this this monitor, and this really does kind of mimic what people use it for in an office setting. There are ergonomic benefits to True Grip. Your hands in this orientation versus being like this, it's ergonomically better for typing. So we built in not only the typing but the mouse movement, so I can control mouse movement by just tilting and turning the device.
The advantages of this will be?
It's really about mobile productivity. You can be mobile and productive at the same time.
And the price point?
We're targeting $149 on pre-launch.
And when is pre-launch, and when do you think it'll be in the marketplace?
Yeah, so prelaunch.com is the website. You can place a pre-order now, and we'll be shipping this fall.
Dick DeBartolo, Mass Minutes Writer, and the Giz Wiz. We're going to look for more stuff here at CE Week. Bye.
Wow. Okay. The first thing I want.
It is very. You know what? I couldn't. Yes, in theory. You're holding the device, and your hands go behind the device.
Right.
And the keyboard is back there, but instead of the normal way you use your fingers, pointing up toward would be the screen, your fingers now are pointing at each other.
Right. It's like you're holding a steering wheel.
Yes.
I'm grabbing my iPad so that I could imagine it. So, that's the first thing I thought is this would be great for pilots who need to type but not take.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you're in the air, not a car, but if you're a pilot and you could type while flying a plane.
Texting while flying?
Texting while flying. It's not illegal yet. I don't think.
Hello, yes, that's right. Is there an airport around here? I gotta have a passenger jet.
I think I just passed over the airport. LOL.
Yes. It seemed to me $150.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I just checked on prelaunch.com, and the price he said is not quite the price that they're talking about on prelaunch.com. $249 is what they have on pre-order here.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, crowd. Oh, I see. What crowd discount? What do you have to buy? 100 of them?
I'm not sure. Orders till 4% crowd discount. So,
scroll all the way to the bottom.
Jeff's saying scroll all the way.
No.
The more people who fund it, the more discount you get. So it could be as low as $149.
Oh no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because someone told me that they went to Kickstarter first, and they raised 25% of the money I think they wanted 100,000, and they got 23,000 or 25,000.
Yeah, so it would fail.
That already is a sign. I don't like to trash products, but it just seems
untenable.
Incredibly priced.
Yeah, the only thing that I could ever find that off the top of my head that there might be a market for this is if there's someone who has a physical need to hold the keyboard in that way, and then also have that sight feedback of whenever you look at the front. you know, so there might be a. And so, Dick, just to follow up with this, it has a spring 2015 availability, and so far only there's not enough orders still to get it to 150, as low as $150.
Oh, okay.
I had forgotten about how bad this product just like kept becoming.
Well, you know, like I said, they obviously put a ton of money into this, but I just don't see it happening.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, we can go back to into this video if we want.
Josh, maybe while we're chatting.
Or yeah. Anyway, that was gosh. That's
enough of that. Yeah.
Enough of that keyboard. Yeah. I'm just looking at it here. It's still on pre-launch. What's funny is it says its availability is still spring 2015, as if it still hasn't come out yet. Like they're still in pre-launch mode.
Yes. Yes, but
that was from July, that video.
Yes, I know. So I don't. My guess is they don't have enough money to make them, or maybe they want to have a certain number to bother making them in mass. You know, I still think to, you know, hold your hands like this and type. You can't remember. If I put my hands like this, I can remember where the keys are. But maybe it's my brain. But turning my hands this way, I lose track of where the keys are.
You have to relearn everything. Everything. It is weird. I'm wearing the same shirt that I was in that video too. To make
you know what? I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore in the other video.
You can tell our closets are like 3 shirts deep.
Yes, exactly. Our closets are 3 shirts to the wind. Yeah.
3 shirts to the wind. Yeah. Don't give a care. That was fun going back and looking at the
well, you know what? Actually, I'll take a look at CES to see if he's still around.
Yeah.
That
is funny. So my next worst gadget.
Yeah, what is your next worst?
This is actually something that's really deep to my heart, and I am sad. I'm a little sad that I am claiming this as one of the worst gadgets that we've shown off on the show. But it has definitely brought probably the most joy to the show for the longest amount of time that I can think of, other than maybe some of the first gadgets you ever reviewed that kind of stuck in your mind. We did tally up scientifically whether this was one of the best or one of the worst products.
Wow.
This was the ManHands soap. And so to show off all of the different reactions to the ManHands soap that we did throughout the year, we did Soap of the Month, we have made, you've heard of a super cut. This is a soaper cut for the Soap of the Month. So go ahead and roll it.
It's time for the Soap of the Month. These are bars of soap from a company called ManHands. Your mission is to figure out which smell I give you. Maybe forest or something?
Forest.
Yeah, that's going to be mine.
Okay.
Dill pickle. Not it. Dill pickle hands.
Not at all. Well, my first thought was beer, but it's too sweet.
It's actually, it is beer. You chose
my
beer.
word.
So you're absolutely correct.
If I had to guess, I would guess bacon.
And the answer is bacon.
Oh,
you are correct.
You got
good
great.
Job. Very, very good.
We got
job.
great sniffers.
I'm going to throw campfire at it first. Okay. Maybe barbecue, maybe something vaguely out of a garage.
Actually, it is bonfire, which I think is very close to fire. There's 2 flavors in this soap. Okay, you know one. What is it?
Root beer?
Yeah, you can definitely smell the root beer.
A really easy way to think of it is, what would you pair with root beer?
Ice cream with it, because I want a root beer float.
He just wiped his finger on it and licked it.
Anything.
You can't.
Twice.
No, it doesn't taste.
Doesn't taste like anything. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. It is root beer float flavored.
Wow.
Thank you guys. So
I'm detecting.
We may have given you the most difficult smell yet.
Oh, I know. It's like mixed martial arts with a dash of shame. Auto car garage.
No, you also have a little bit of soap on your nose. Do you want me to give it to you?
Yes, please.
New car scent?
I had it.
I think new car smell with the odometer turned back.
And luckily we have normal soap for you to wash off that soap smell once you're done.
It kind of smells like caramel.
Oh,
It tastes like some sort of chocolate.
It tastes. You're saying
It smells like some sort of chocolate.
Yeah, we have smelt it, but I can't think where.
Pizza.
Some type of corn, like a caramel corn, like that mixed jug of corn, popcorn that you get at Christmas.
Okay, you do have half of it.
Corn chips, tortillas.
Ding, 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 ding. It is corn chips.
It smells like grapes. If it's purple and it's not grape, then what could it be?
Red wine.
It doesn't smell like red wine.
Doesn't smell like red wine.
Not at all.
All needles. All of them are needles.
I don't know what that is.
That might be a smell. Who knows? The forest. Okay. Okay, you're on.
Cheddar popcorn.
Cheddar popcorn. Which brand? Are you thinking kettle? Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with caramel.
Caramel. Okay. The correct answer, all of you guys were very, very close, is buttered popcorn.
Kind of smells a little bit like, you know, they have those linen scented things. Sounds
Which is so
maybe like
funny when you
clean
find out what
linen
it
sheets
is.
is my guess.
Okay, what if I told you you would be the exact opposite of clean linen sheets?
Dirty linen sheets?
Dirty linen sheets.
It is dirt, topsoil. So it's just plain old dirt.
It smells like something that you would build something with. Is it what they use to put bricks together? Mortar?
There's no smell.
No smell? Does the bar smell?
No.
No?
See, Brooke has never used soap before, so it's not fair.
I wanted to, it smells like Play-Doh, I thought at first, but...
You've got to be kidding me. Cedar log cabin. So cedar wood would have been fine.
I'm sorry, I can smell cedar.
Smell it. Smell it. Is it not cedar?
I don't smell it.
You don't smell the cedar?
It kind of doesn't have the yumminess of cedar.
Are you sure you're from Texas?
I was. I got it with cedar immediately. Okay, well that has been the soap of the month.
Oh my gosh. So there were 5 rights, 13 wrongs over the soap of the month.
Wow.
That was buttered popcorn.
I must compliment Jeff Needles on just using a bit of footage
Bonfire.
of his family. Not
all of it.
When he said to me, "There's going to be soap of the month," I thought it's going to be 45 minutes of soap of the month and 15 minutes of good and bad products. So I compliment him.
What's funny is we have a thief here at the Brick House. There are 2 soaps that we have not been able to find that we really wanted to test out on people. One was citronella, which smelled really good, and the other one was cash. And we haven't been able to find them anywhere in the Brick House.
Oh, Frederic. I would look at Frederic is the most likely. You know what? Actually, she sent me a slice of that instead of a check last month. It didn't make any sense. It said, "Dick, here's your cash."
Here's your cash.
Now it makes sense.
It's like, oh, here's the
now
soap.
It makes sense.
So the soap of the month, fantastic. I'm so sad that we won't have a soap of the month in 2015. But these are a few that we haven't sent out to people yet. They're a good thing to send out as crap, and then also we offer them to the people who do the soap.
Oh yeah, good. That's perfect.
So yeah. Anyway, that was a great soaper cut, directed by Jeff and then edited by Josh. So let's take this all back around to some of the best gadgets. 2 more of the best gadgets of 2014, and we'll start off with you, Dickie D.
One of mine, I use it all the time. It's super cheap. Solves a real problem, and I have a little video to show you what it looks like. The second gadget is very cheap and solves a real problem. Leo and I talked about this so many times on the Giz Wiz, and I don't know if this annoys you too, but everybody loves LEDs. But some devices, the LEDs are just too
my gosh,
bright. I bought
I hadn't looked at this gadget before you just said it, and I am bowing down. Thank you, sir, for if it solves what I think it's going to solve. Thank you, sir.
Not only does it solve it, last night in 1 minute I solved 4 things that were driving me crazy. From Monoprice, you know the company Monoprice, right? I have my Olivia LED TV is old, so it only has one HDMI input. So Monoprice makes a little remote control guy that you plug that into the one input, and now you have 4 HDMI inputs, and you select them with a little remote control.
Right.
The LEDs on this thing are so bright, you could read the New York Times sitting next to this unit.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
And I used to fold a Kleenex over it, but you had to fold the Kleenex carefully so that it blocked the LEDs but didn't block the window that had to get the signal from the remote control. So anyway, I was going through Amazon, and I see this product called LightDim. And LightDims are small vinyl dots that you peel off the sheet, and you just put them over the LED. And they make three different kinds. One dims it from like 50% to 80%. They have another one that dims it from 80, 90%. And then they have one that just blackens it out. Oh, you can run a little bit of that audio. This is one of those as seen on TV.
Just too bright and can disturb your sleep. You need light dims. They're shades for LEDs. Watch. Light dims are easy to apply stickers that dim your electronics. Just peel and stick. For years, Hollywood has been using special filters to control the intensity of light. Now you can too.
Communists.
Light dims are easy to use, and if you change your mind, simply peel them off. Aw, don't use paper. That looks so tacky and draws unwanted attention to itself. Wow, LightDims makes your electronics look as clean and professional as the day you bought them. Yuck, tape can leave a sticky residue and keep you from seeing important information. LightDims are designed to keep your electronics functioning properly, just less intense.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, eye surgery can leave you especially susceptible to the halo effect.
Oh, no, I get eye surgery every week.
Halo's instantly gone. Just peel and stick. LightDims are specially designed to dim just the right amount of light, day or night. Amazing! LightDims come with over 100 assorted stickers in every package, fitting virtually all LED shapes and sizes. LightDims are great for cable boxes, computers, cell phones, chargers, printers, hard drives, digital clocks, and more.
And now all the lights in Times Square.
For just $5.99. Don't be fooled by expensive imitations. Now, finally, an economical
I never heard of the product before this, let alone an expensive imitation.
Introducing LightDims Blackout Edition.
This could be an imitation for something else. How do we know?
Both products for just $11.99 and protect you and your family.
Wow, someone's really good at 3ds Max.
LEDs. Special offer. Go to
Special offer
now and get double for just $11.99. That's right. 4 packages, over 400 dims for just $11.99.
I will give someone $20 if that's the actual price that you're going to have to pay.
Wouldn't that be a great gift? They said it's a gift idea.
Put it in your stocking, give it to your children. I think it's a choice.
But actually, the best deal is, it's kind of silly. I don't know why they're selling 4 of the same for $12. They also offer a pack where you get one of each kind that they make, so that you get the varying. Yes, you get one of the black ones, then you get one that's a whole sheet, and that's what they were using like to cover the front of a clock. Then you get their newest one, which is silver, in case you have appliances or electronics that have silver cases, they match. And then they have the blackouts. And they have a special thing you save like a buck. If it can be shipped all in one envelope without all the packaging, you save a little money, which is what I bought. So I got one of each of the 4 varieties they make, and I think it was $12, or maybe it was $13.99.
I can't tell you as how much I'm excited about this, because as a reviewer of products, I'll get these amazing things in, like, you know, Bluetooth speakers that have, you know, they're fully aluminum encased and just look beautiful. And then they'll have an LED on the front of it that I try to put it next to my bed, and that LED just feels like it is blinding me right in the face. And or like right now I'm dealing with I have a NAS box that I'm trying to set up and back up all my stuff, and I want it to run all the time. But whenever it's running, there's a front LED on it that just blares into the room, and it might not seem like that big when you have the lights on, but when the lights are off and your eyes adjust, I mean, it feels like it's lighting up 50% of the room.
It does. It absolutely does. So this is a great product and very inexpensive. The funny thing is, you probably know this kind of stuff, but I didn't. When I got this, what's called whole house DVR from Time Warner, they gave us new Motorola boxes, which have incredibly bright LEDs. And I thought, I bet there's a high-low switch on this, and there wasn't. But as I did some research, if you're real techie, it tells you, you could end up making your box into a brick. But if you're willing to take that risk, it tells you online how to go in there, and there are menus in there to do everything. You can actually set the intensity of the LEDs. You can do a million things that the cable box company doesn't want to bother with. You know, they figure, we're not going to tell people how to dim the box. They'll just annoy us, calling us and saying, how do I do it? So they just actually give you the bare bones things that the box can do. But if you like playing with gadgets, you could always look online to see if someone has put the various codes that you can go into your box and change the intensity. But I find it's a lot easier to spend $3 or $4 and just get these little dots, these little light dims that you don't even see them. What's great about it, because they're black or gray, and when you put them over the light just gets dim, and you don't see that there's a little vinyl patch over it.
Yeah, wow. I want to get some and test them out, and the 4-pack seems like the way that I should go.
Yeah, the 4-pack, the four variety pack is the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want 4 of the same thing.
No, yeah. I want 4 of the same one, and if it's not right, I'll buy another 4-pack. Why not? Very cool. Very, very cool. Nice little gadget, especially for us super geeks who have multiple LED issues in the house. That is a really cool. We're in the past. We're in the future. Quite a cool little gadget to go back to, and especially a stocking stuffer. Kind of know. Oh, you're mute. I'm
in white.
Say that again. Once again, Dick.
Since we did that spot, they have added white light dims, so that if you have Apple products or white radio or anything that you want to dim, you can put the little dot over it, and it'll dim it and match the cabinet.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Perfect. How many of these have you bought now so far?
Let's see. I have 4. You know what? There's 100 light dims on each sheet, so I'm still using the variety pack. I'm helping friends dim things.
You're coming over and going, I could dim your stuff. Don't you understand?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to live like this anymore.
That's right.
That's great. That's great. So let's head to my crappy corner one last time for this year. Oh, and we have the crappy corner theme.
Yes. Dickie D and Chad are here.
So
it's time for Chad's crappy corner.
These took over the brick. Not quite. We had the drones. Drones didn't quite make it on, but this next product was part of our Halloween month, and everybody ended up buying them.
Oh, wait, you're not calling this crap, because I bought 4 of them.
This is the best. This is the last best product out of my crappy corner.
Okay.
So you bought how many?
I bought 4 of them.
4. Here at the Brick House, we bought quite a few. In fact, here's one of them.
And while you do that, I'm going to get a different kind of one that you may not know about. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to just kind of grab just a few of the ones that we have lying around the Brick House. I guess I'll turn that on. Turn this one on. And, oh, there he goes. Oh. This is footage from when we showed this off during the Halloween.
It's great.
And that was when we had the smoke creator, this fog machine smoke creator. The scientific term for that. And so we just have a few of these guys lying around. I think I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these now in our studio. This was still footage from last Halloween. This is us now. Currently,
oh wow!
We have so many of these bad boys.
Word.
We ended up getting just like tons and tons.
Well, you
and
know,
tons
we should tell people what happened.
Yeah. So we showed this product off for Halloween, and me and Jeff had just walked around the studio or the store, the Halloween store, and we found one. Just picked it up, and we didn't look at the price, and we bought it. And we were so sad because we looked at the price, and it was $20, and we were really trying not to get something that expensive. So we're going to go return it until we plugged it in, and it was the coolest thing we had ever seen. And we showed it off on the show, and our awesome, awesome audience found these online for a lot less expensive. How much did you end up buying yours for?
You know what? I think $4.
$4.
Yes.
I think
now
you're right.
they take almost a month for them to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the same kind of bowl.
Yeah, it took mine forever to arrive as well. The packaging, you know, obviously looked like it had come straight from the factory where they were manufactured. Currently, we saw them online for $8 recently, but yes, they've been low as well. There, this is Camelizer, this little app that I'm using. These guys, we bought so many of them. Seriously, right now we have 7 in our studio, all around, and they I don't know, they just really kind of took over our studio. Now, did you say you had another light?
Yes. So if you cut back to me, and unfortunately it has a very tiny cord. So what I've been doing is getting a lamp, take the lampshade off, and plug the bulb in, and you have it. And then on eBay, I found this.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those bulbs in its own housing with its own cord and plug.
Oh, wow.
And its own tripod. And I think it was $8. I think it was $7.99.
Oh, that's great.
So this is another way to do it where you don't need an actual light fixture.
Yeah.
And you don't need a lamp. You don't need anything. You just plug this in, and it's set to go.
That is really cool. That is really cool. All right, turn
and
on
it's a tripod socket on the bottom, which they also give you another device that plugs in there, and it can slide onto a shelf.
That is neat.
So yeah. But again, you guys started it, and it's, you know, down on my boat, I had 3 mirrored balls and spotlights, and then last year at that same store, what's it called? Halloween Spirit or Spirit of Halloween? Or
yeah, Spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, they had a little mirrored ball with 3 tiny LEDs aiming toward it, which I bought. But this is so much more convenient because the ball, the motor, everything's in that one bowl.
Yeah,
so it's great.
Yeah, Jeff was this at Costco at Bed Bath, and found another that's more like a I don't know, chandelier, a hanging chandelier, and so he took some video of it as it was going off. This one though, if you look at the price, was $49.
Oh.
And basically the same thing. I mean, I don't know why, but this little disco light really captured our imagination.
No, it's great.
Here at the Brick House.
They really are great.
Aren't they?
Often have mine on just running while I'm working.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I wanted to, you know, I have a Twitch stream where I play video games, and I really wanted to have it set up where if someone donated or subscribed to the show, it would just disco ball, you know, and these are so simple.
Right.
I still haven't built that functionality yet, but I could. I mean, our cameras don't quite do it justice, the amount of light that they put out. It's quite enough for a room if you wanted to have a little party.
Yeah,
or something
great.
like that.
They are great.
Well, that about wraps up our best of for 2014. We have so much coming up just next week. We have a New Year's Eve, 24-hour New Year's Eve event happening on the 31st to the 1st. So if you want to spend your New Year's Eve with us, we have 24 hours of coverage on the Twit Brick House, at the Twit Brick House. Whew, those are bright after my eyes have adjusted to the darkness. So you can hang out with us at live.twit.tv. And I think that starts at 4 a.m. Pacific time. Obviously, that's midnight somewhere. That's 3 a.m. Pacific time is when our coverage starts, and it'll go to the next 3 a.m. On the 1st of 2015. Also, our next episode is a gigantic one. Next episode will be 1500. Episode 1500.
Oh my word! Oh my word!
Of the Giz Wiz. So we'll have special guest Leo Laporte. He'll join the show for that episode, and
is that the first one in January that we're doing?
That's the first episode in 2015. Yeah.
Okay, and then I guess I'll have stuff from CES on that show too.
That's right. That's January 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we are skipping episode that Jeff suggested. I said, Jeff, I like the best of and the worst of show. And I said, have any other ideas? And then he said, how about an hour called So-So Gadgets? Things that weren't good. Or I said, rethink it, Jeff.
Basically, all the other gadgets that weren't in this episode, let's just cover those all again. You know?
Exactly.
Just do it all in one episode.
Yeah, this wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It just, let's take another look at that So-So.
Yeah.
So that'll be about a 54-hour special. So
Right.
you look for that.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I didn't say this, but on the 1st, normally this one will go up on Christmas, and then the 1st is the next week. We'll be our show won't air because of the 24-hour coverage the previous day. So, but the one right after that will be on the 8th, and so a big episode. So we hope to see you there. If you want to catch previous episodes or subscribe to the show, head over to twit.tv/GizWiz. Or GW or Giz. We've added all of those to the URL shorteners.
Yes, we did.
I believe also twit.tv/GizWiz with Dick DeBartolo and OMGchad also work. No spaces, otherwise that URL won't forward. But twit.tv/GizWiz with Dick DeBartolo and OMGchad also will work.
So it just rolls off the tongue.
Just,
you just sort of type it. It just seems to
We've learned with this internet thing, you kind of need a short URL that people will remember.
Right.
So I think that one's perfect. It just is so memorable. And yeah.
I have one that I think is just 4 letters short of the limit. It is. I use it every year. It's season's greetings from Dick DeBartolo, Mads Maddest Writer, and thegizwiz.com. And it goes, yeah.
That is amazing. Yeah. So if I just grab this URL and we'll test it out with OMGchad. Yeah, the Giz Wiz with Dick DeBartolo and OMGchad. We hit enter. There we go. The Daily Giz Wiz is a simple thing to remember.
Wow.
And
wow.
And there you can subscribe audio and video to the show, and also links to Dickie D's website, which is gizwiz.biz. There you can find show notes to all of the previous gadgets that we have talked about on, that goes to the wiki. That goes to all the previous gadgets. Dick does a great job writing up all of the things that we cover in the show. And I guess this is going on. Is there still enough time to play What the Heck Is It?
Yeah, yes. It ends December 31st at midnight East Standard Time.
So get your butt over to gizwiz.biz, click on the What the Heck Is It game, and this is the last week to get in your submissions.
Yes.
You just look at this gadget, try to figure out what it is, you can. There you go. Perfect. It's pretty obvious to me that this back in the day, Nerf was trying for an economical Nerf gun, and so you'd put the darts in there, and then you just blow through the hole, and you'd shoot it at your friends. It was less than less than $1.
Pretty good.
But that was what that was used for. Remember,
Budget Nerf. I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's it's obvious. That's what it is. I mean, anyway, there's 12 signed copies of Current magazine for correct answers, but 24 for funny, hilarious, interesting, and clever answers. So get your answers in before it is too late. And that about wraps up for this episode. We'll see you next year.
I'll be here.